Good evening, world. Let's see, it's Tuesday. It's about an hour away from midnight. Just got done making dinner. I know it's kind of late to make dinner, but I get off work at 9 at my second job. Yes, I work 2 jobs. It's pleasant, let me tell you. Let's see what's going on in the wonderful world. A lot and nothing at the same time, let me tell you. I'm trying to do the daily grind, and it's doing exactly that. It's grinding the shit out of me like it's gonna kill me. I don't know. There's a dullness to like the day in and day out stuff, but it's those nuances and like eccentricities of the day in and day out stuff that make things interesting. Just basic conversations, the things that make you laugh, looking at things, just being a general observer of the world while you're going throughout your obligations of the day. I think make things interesting. A lot of things came to mind, highs and lows. Emotions were running crazy, but that's just on a personal level, which is really interesting because I am not one who's big on displaying emotions. I usually keep them to myself. Usually the emotions you do see are like sarcasm and anger out of me on a very like public level. Just because like I don't think people who don't know me should see those sides of me, but I think that's just my own issue. Somebody asked me why I keep a blog, and some people keep diaries, some people go to therapy. I rant and rave and bitch and post random shit on this blog for people I don't even know to look at, and people do look at this, which is really interesting. I have I've counted 25 regular viewers, visitors to the site. That doesn't sound like a lot, but about 20 of those people I don't know. That's really interesting to me. I mean, I have the videos tend to get more entertainment or information or attention. Attention was the word I was going for than just regular writing, and so I tend to just post those every once in a while just because it interests people. If I'm writing all the time, you don't really know who I am. I don't really put this out here to like do for other people. This is just like my way of recording life as it goes on. I mean, I can keep a journal, and I do. And it's not really a journal, it's just my notebook of ideas. I've showed this to you. It's pretty psychotic. I mean, there's just random everything's in it. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really need to, because it's not for other people. This isn't for other people. This is just for my own sanity. With that being said, sanity is mellowing out, which is nice. I'm slowly realizing my adulthood. Not really wanting to. Nobody wants to be an adult. But I'm coming to terms with the fact that I'm no longer, a careless teenager. I posted that on my last written post, but I'm not gonna go full-fledged adult just yet. Can't do that. Heaven forbid, I start paying mortgages and down payments on cars and, all that good shit. Not dead. Just getting a little less immature. I think the problem with a lot of people my age is that they rush into adulthood too fast. When I was 21, I thought about it, and had I done all the things that were expected of me at 21, I would have hated my life. Life would have plateaued at the start of like my 20s. It's fucking mind-numbing. I mean, when you think about like what we do with our lives, we're born, we spend 5 years with our parents, and they're nurturing us and teaching us how to learn better. We get into school from the age of 5, sometimes 3 or 4, depending on if you went to preschool, all the way up to the day you graduate high school. How many years, really, have you sat in a desk listening to what other people think you should know? Okay. And say you go to college, you get your bachelor's, that's 4 or 5 years. So you get your master's, another 2 years. So you get your PhD, that's X amount of years. You've spent 20 some odd years sitting down in front of somebody who thinks they know more than you and is certified in knowing more than you, telling you what you need to know about life. And the people before that person has been telling you need to know this or you're going to fail at life. I'm starting to realize that the things we need to learn, what the hell's going on over here? The things we need to learn about life, you're never going to learn in the classroom. You're just going to learn the paper shit in class. Because there are two types of intelligence: street smarts and book smarts. I I've seen people who are extremely strong in one and extremely strong in the other and fail, on the other side of the spectrum. I know people who are brilliant academics. You put them in a real life situation, then what the fuck they're doing. I've seen really intelligent people who have no academic education whatsoever. You put them in a chemistry class, they don't know what the shit's going on. But I think what we need to do with life is to find a balance of street and school and put them together, and then you can balance your life. And I'm starting to realize that my whole college experience is not about getting the grades. I mean, there is a significant part of the college experience that is about making grades and graduating, because it is college. That's what you're fucking there for. But, it's the transition from being, a high school kid in your mom and dad's house to an adult fending for yourself. And in those years you're in college, you learn how to be an adult on your own. You learn how to handle your relationships, whether platonic or romantic, be financially secure, just how to survive. And I think that's something that we don't know how to teach children these days. People are getting older, people are growing up, people are maturing. Their lifestyles don't always mature with them. The people around them don't always mature with them. But with maturity, it doesn't always mean you let go of, freedom and liberties and, just being carefree. You're just being more rational with your decisions. I can tell a big difference in my behavior from the time I was 21 to now. When I was 21, I basically was a functional alcoholic. I was drunk for about a year and a half, if not on something else. I don't know how I survived that year. I was a nightmare, okay? Anybody who met me back then loved me or hated me because I was a big-time partier or I was just too much to handle. I've settled down, even though people still think I'm kind of crazy still. I've settled down, but I haven't let go of my desire to live it up. And I don't think I'm ever going to let go of that. I'm just not going to do it as much as I did when I was that age. It's just, I don't know if I want different things, but I want the same things in different ways. Like, I want to be happy. I think I've always, it's a universal thing with all of us. We want to be happy. But what did that mean when you were 15? What did that mean when you were 20? What does that mean when you're 25, 30, 40? Is happiness being out of debt? Is happiness being, in a lifestyle where you wake up to the person you love every day? Is happiness, a body fat percentile? Is happiness a bank account number? What is it? What is it to you? Is happiness the type of car you drive, where you live, how much your house is worth? Is happiness not having wrinkles? It's different for everybody. I'm still trying to figure out what makes me happy. I know what makes me happy now, what induces happiness, and it's just, I don't know. Extravagance doesn't always make you happy. When I was younger, I used to think it did. As I'm growing, simplicity in life makes me rather content. I don't need a lot of things to be happy. I don't need a lot of money to be happy. I just need these simple things to make me happy. I know I'm not going to want a huge house. I just want a house large enough and comfortable enough for me to live the life that I want. I don't need a Ferrari. Shit. I will drive my 89 Honda as long as it's going to keep running. I'll drive that damn thing till the wheels fall off. I think most of my happiness will come from the quality of life, not from what I bring into life monetarily. And it's just, not saying that it's time to grow up, but it's time to reevaluate life. Being a Buddhist, it's about balance for me, and when I was younger, I was very not balanced. Now that I'm a little bit more into my life, I'm a quarter of a way to 100. It's going to be different when I'm halfway there, when I'm at 50. But I do know that I really want a steady stream of life hitting me at the same time. But I do want ups and downs, because, the downs teach you how to think on your feet, and the ups really let you embrace life. That's what I'm getting right now. So I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm going to go read, as I wrote my last one. I'm reading this bad boy right here. Our Train Letters from Earth. It's really bloody interesting. If you can get your hands on a copy, read it. So, see you guys later. Namaste and good night.